Hey guys, welcome to Stack and Penny Spare Change Edition. Going to St. Louis, World Wide Technology Speedway, putting the Coke 600 behind us and looking forward to this. Was one of the most unique weekends of my life last year. Driving the 9 car, got the call on I believe it was on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and just didn't run how we all expect to. Had a bunch of issues. Turned the power switch off a couple times because it was in a different spot than my car, and then I think we finished 21st. So that was a pretty cool experience. I wish I had another crack at it. Gateway hasn't been kind to me. We blew up the first year there early. Went there this past year at the 9, super tense. Didn't let it rip. So I'm excited to go just like run a full race in a car that I'm familiar with and just see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm excited to get there with 12 Team 2. It's been a great place for us. 6th and 4th, but that doesn't tell the tale of the tape. That year we finished 6th. We had a jack brake on the second to last pit stop, and we were leading and lost a couple spots. Took us out of contention for because it's a track position race. Like that's
big time.
We almost
not a lot of tire dig.
Yeah, and you don't get many cracks at it on pit road.
Yeah,
maybe 4 or 5 stops. It's a lot like Loudon. I could do 2 tires, could do 4 tires. Pit, like you said, pit road's a little bit wider, but it's still almost as narrow as Indy.
Very narrow.
So it's really long, really narrow like Indy. One of them old kind of fairgrounds racetracks, like Milwaukee.
It is cool.
Right on the outskirts of the city.
Yeah, you can pretty much see the arch from the racetrack.
Yeah,
cool.
Even though it is more like kind of a short trackish, it's got the intermediate package. So it's a tweener. It's an in-betweener.
How big is it? 1.25, I believe.
Yeah,
I believe it's 1.25.
But it's not like a traditional. It's not like a Dover where it's really fast. It's flat, long straightaways.
Turn 1 and 2, very tight, very slow min speed. A little bit of bank, tight radius. Turn 3 and 4, opposite. Real long, real flat, kind of like a Loudon. So you downshift all the way to 3rd gear in 1 and 2, and you just bang her down 1, 3, and 4.
Yeah, big concerts this weekend.
Who's out there? Luda.
This is crazy. Ludacris is Atlanta guy. This should be Nelly. You can find me in St. Louis.
I think he was there last year, the first year.
Should be there every year.
Changing it up a little bit.
The St. Lunatics.
That's true. But
if Nelly's performing in Atlanta next time we go, I'm going to be really confused.
I don't know.
Big and Rich, Riley Green. You get confused for Riley Green before
I've gotten Riley Green a lot. Just 2 good-looking fellas out there.
Yep. You should sing the national anthem. I still go back to how well you can sing the national anthem when it's time to sing the national anthem. Nobody else does.
If nobody else wants to step up, I will channel my inner American and belt it, bro.
Yeah. Speaking about Americans.
But don't call my number because I don't want to do
it. But if you need me.
If you need me, I'm here.
If you need me, I'm here. But I don't want to do it. If I got to, I will. I don't want to, but if I have to, it'll take care of business. Speaking of Americans, Ricky Rudd in the Hall of Fame.
Speaking of Americans, three fellas in the Hall of Fame. What'd you think? I think you and I talked about this a little bit. And this is a conversation for a different show and probably somebody else's opinion than just ours. I don't think that Carl Edwards was the first ballot guy, but apparently the voters.
It's the first year?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta look at it in broad terms of NASCAR, not just the Cup Series, right? He's a Xfinity Series champ. He's won a lot of races.
An excellent race car driver. Don't let me take anything away from him. Now, obviously, he's a blue jacket wearer.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see some other people in there.
I don't know that. I think that there's, I don't know. I just think that there's different people that maybe could are ahead of him, like a Sam Ard, guys like that. But they're not as sexy because they're not, they're
as relevant.
They're not as relevant. They haven't been around. I did a great piece with Mike Trower last week, a guy that I've been an advocate for, Rainbow Warrior guy who's won a bunch of championships.
Get Mike Trower on the ballot.
Just give him a chance. I would like to talk to Blaney a little bit because he was on the voting panel this year. I think the current Cup Series champion is on there. I'd like to understand kind of what goes on in that room and what the conversations are like. But, yeah, I don't know. I like Carl Edwards a lot. I'm sure
Hell of a
he'd be
race
a
car
great
driver.
Hall of Famer,
For sure.
great champion of the sport, not the Cup Series. He had some opportunities to win, didn't pan out. But
I mean, what he finished
Hall of
about
Fame,
4
Hall
car
of Fame
lengths
human
behind one.
being,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And Ralph Moody, I mean, what can you say more? That guy paved the
Was
way.
one of the OGs.
Yeah. So
It was a cool class. And the old Roosters in there.
yeah.
I saw a quote. What did he say? Something like his career wouldn't be completed without the Hall of Fame.
Really.
And now it's complete. Wrapped up.
It's
Tied in the boat.
what I really like about the Hall of Fame and about guys like that is, like, I feel like Ricky Rudd, you got to think about it. Think about us right now. Right? We make our living in the Cup Garage. You ferry it home there. You walk in.
Mm-hmm.
You got your truck. You got everything. Those guys did the same thing. Now they come in there and feel like outsiders.
Yeah.
Right? And they shouldn't. Like, I don't think, like,
Yeah, you got no place to go hang out.
I don't think Brett Favre is going to a football game and feeling like he doesn't belong.
Right.
Right? Like, that's not the sport just moves so fast that you're here today, gone tomorrow, and you come to pit road. I mean, look at Jimmy Johnson, right? You couldn't get in the Charlotte Motor Speedway without seeing pictures of him and him being in victory lane, and now it's like, oh yeah, Jimmy was here. So it moves that fast, but we need to do a better job, and we're doing a better job of championing.
Yeah,
the
NASCAR
guys
with the
to
alumni
pitway.
program.
It's great.
Even if you're not a Hall of Famer, you're still invited to certain you get emails and you get hard cards and you get the opportunity to go back and see a lot of the faces that you might be familiar with. So kudos to NASCAR for doing that.
Yeah.
And they've got activation at several tracks, Darlington being the first. So that was cool to see. I'm excited to see. I know Big Ran likes it. I know he likes to see all of his buddies, Kenny Wallace's and the fellas like that.
They should have a place for them, and they do, and it's great. It's a great move in the right direction for guys like that. The Chili's car back this weekend. I like the look of that car.
I like it too. It ran good at the Daytona 500. Not so good this past week at Coca 600, so maybe we can even it out at Gateway this weekend. You can try to catch a Rita, ladies and gentlemen.
Easy to pick out on the racetrack, which is good because you have a new spotter third week, Stefan Parsons. How's he been doing for you?
I think Stefan does good.
It's good.
I don't want him to give up his dream of trying to be a race car driver yet, though, so he's kind of stuck. He's kind of confused if he wants to be a spotter. He's not confused. He still wants to be a race car driver, which I encourage that. And
But
it
you were in
helps.
the same situation,
Yeah,
so you can
I can relate.
guiding light for him.
Yeah, I can relate. And nobody can make that decision for him. I think he is very good. I think it's good to have some racing experience, especially late or like current racing experience, just how much more defensive you have to be and how much more, I don't know, kind of like selfish, I guess is probably a word. There's no gentlemanly etiquette. There's no give and take. It's just take all the time. And he's aware of that racing the truck series with that 75 truck. So he brings some of that. What you got?
Sketch.
What?
That's the sketch thing.
What
some
is?
people give, some people take. I only take.
And everybody only takes.
What's up, brother?
Yeah,
I know
everybody.
you love that.
I love that guy so much. I don't know. I'm just old, man. I'm an old head. But I think Stefan does good. I hate for TJ. Me and him are buddies. And
That's the sport.
team wanted to make a change.
The problem is, it doesn't matter if someone's doing a good job or a bad job when you're not having a great season or the finishes you want. People start getting moved. It happens on the pit crew side. I've seen it happen to a couple teams this year. It happens on the road crew side. It happens to crew chiefs, drivers, spotters. When stuff's not going good,
Gotta shake the
people
tree.
start shaking it. Yep, people start shaking it up, and inevitably, somebody's the odd man out, and it's tough because you do build personal relationships and you are friends, and it doesn't mean that somebody's a bad guy. That's where you kind of have to, in the sport, right? You have to take your friend hat off and put your competitor hat on.
Yeah.
And it's a business, right? And one day we're all going to get fired.
Yep.
It's part of this deal.
That's it.
I feel like I was going to get fired this week. Still might.
Me too.
Still early. So we'll keep going until our number's called, and then we'll be done. And hopefully we'll be in the alumni program and they'll have us back.
For for some buffet chicken nuggets.
That's it.
That's all I'm doing it for. But I'm also doing it for the fans. To tune into Stacking Pennies every week and doing it for the love of the game. And right now it's still burning strong. So tune in this weekend. World Wide Technology Speedway. The Chili's Camaro are going to be letting it rip this weekend. And, hey, also, we confirmed It's breaking news in my ear. We're going to be doing a live show in Stacking Pennies Live in Iowa. In a cornfield, probably. That's all I.
Field of Dreams.
That's all I picture when I think of Iowa. So we're going to be doing it somewhere. I'm sure NASCAR is really going to be leaning into that. First race there with the Cup Series cars. So I'm excited. Got a trophy from that place as well back probably a decade ago when people thought I was good. So we'll see what we can do when we go back. And we're going to have the live show. So come on out and support us. We'll give you guys more details of that as it comes.
Yep. But first, St. Louis, 3:30 Sunday, FS1.
Tune in. Be there at B Square, guys. And keep stacking pennies this week. Goodbye.